President Biden has released a new plan to combat homelessness. He hopes
the topic on many California voters' minds is the state's housing crisis.
More people are living on the street or in tents or in cars.
Hundreds of homeless encampments have sprung up, including this one in the shadow of City Hall.
In one of the largest surveys of its kind from the University of California, San Francisco, the majority of the homeless population point to one thing: the cost of housing.
I think a big misconception about homelessness is that people are coming into communities, but really the reality is most of those folks already live here and they've just lost their housing through challenging circumstances. And so building housing allows us to get people off the streets, out of trailers, out of their cars, and into real homes. Yeah, I think a lot of people think that people that end up in homelessness have done something wrong and that they not deserve to be there per se, but they haven't pulled themselves up by their bootstraps. But the reality is we're in a really challenging housing market, and people who have jobs, who have income, they just can't hold down housing, or they get evicted, or they have a large medical bill, and then they lose their housing, and it's extremely hard to get back into a unit once that's happened. We also have some folks who have either mental health or physical disabilities that make it really challenging for them to hold down a job, but that's no reason they shouldn't have a home. So we really try to create a space where everyone has a place to live.
Well, this place already feels like a home, automatically. When you step into the doors, it's like, no matter if you have a studio, 1 or 2 bedroom apartment, everything is set up like a home. It's fully furnished. You ain't got to buy your furniture if you want to buy your furniture. Everything works here, computerized. You just do this to the garbage chute and the thing open up by itself, and you just throw your garbage in there. You don't have to really touch nothing around here. You got a nice dog park. He has kids for kids to play. You have these sculptures of wood here that I'd never seen before, and I liked it. And you got another area down there they pick it up. This place is just wonderful. It's like it came from out of nowhere. It dropped out the sky for people. And they guys say, here it is, bam, with the name of Blue Oaks on it.
And everybody helps everybody. Everybody's nice here. Everybody looks after everybody, like our neighbors. We help share food, we say hi, we speak. Nobody's rude or disrespectful here. Y'all picked a good group of tenants as well, so.
I helped him move in, and after he moved in, he had wrote me this email about where he came from, and it was a picture of him at a park in a tent. I have that picture with me on my desk, and it is like a reward in a way for me. This is why I love doing my job, is so I can hear stories like this and make a difference in someone's life, because he really came from the streets to his first apartment.
I am so proud to be standing here today at 3301 Kerner, and there are many, many reasons. I am proud that this will provide the opportunity for folks that are already here in the streets of San Rafael to stay in the community where they can get the support. Again, the family support, their friend support, going to their favorite places and knowing that they have that stability to continue to improve their lives. I'm proud that San Rafael continues to say yes when asked, how do we support the unhoused in our community? We have the housing part, and we continue to show up on the social services part. And we're going to be resilient. We're going to stay committed to doing what we can and doing our part with our partners.
So I grew up over in Contempo Marin Mobile Home Park, off of Smith Ranch Road. And then by 18, I was homeless, living on the streets of San Rafael. And so this whole area is where I used to come to sleep, to try and find safe housing. To be able to provide a home like 3301 Kerner is what drives me to be an employee of Eden every single day.
I think I used all the resources I could use. There is a lot of resources out here, but it's just so much homelessness. I think, you know what, you get comfortable with it, being homeless. It just feel like, oh, you're not gonna get no help, so you're just gonna make the best out of it, Just know that I lost everything out there. You know, I didn't come with anything. Well, a bag, one bag. Yep. Because everybody's getting everybody out there. Or you're misplacing it, or you leave it someplace, and you go back for it, it's not there, that person stole it. You know, the whole day isn't focused on just run, run, run. You know, it's stability, I needed that. I need it, you know, especially for my son. Especially for my son. It still hasn't hit me. That this is my house, you know, and it's all up to me to keep it and do what I gotta do and stand up for it and make sure my son feels safe here and that I keep it, you know, because it just wasn't handed to me, you know, and I love them for that. I do. They changed my life. Yeah, when they opened the door for me, they changed my life, my son's life especially. Yep.
So PSH is permanent supportive housing, and it's targeted housing for people who are exiting out of homelessness. So typically when someone's been homeless, either for a short time or a long time, it's very traumatic, and that's a very rough experience, and people often need extra services and extra support to get into housing and then to remain stably housed. So permanent supportive housing is not just about providing someone with a unit where they can live, it's also about providing them with wraparound services where they can have a case manager, they can have someone who can help connect them to job resources, or someone who can help them learn computer literacy or get connected to other benefits that they're entitled to, like food assistance or medical care. And so we provide a whole range of voluntary services to folks living in this building so that they can help rebuild their lives and make sure they're going to be able to stay here.